Hi guys, and welcome back to Tennis Players Brothers. In today's video, we're going to be doing day 3 of Live Olympics update from the 2021 tennis. So today, mainly women's are playing. So we'll talk a bit about that today, a bit later on. But there was some big names, Zverev, Djokovic playing, so we'll go on to that. So yeah.
Okay, so
That's my intro.
that was a bit of a shocking intro, every single second, but we get through it. So, as Olivier mentioned, today we're going to be talking about the upsets of what happened. We're going to go through everything that's been placed today. There's been an upset today. We're going to talk about it in the women's singles, I believe. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens, and I'll let Olivier talk through it straight away. So, matches to talk about. All the men's matches. Go.
Okay, 1 second, Alexis. You're a bit too quick today. Right, so here we are. So we have the world number 1 from Serbia, Novak Djokovic, who will be trying to get his first gold in the Olympics. He took on the German Struff from Germany. Oh, yeah, I mentioned that. 6-4, 6-3. But he will now face David Fokina, the 16th seed from Spain, who took on John Millman from Australia, where he won in a tough 3 sets, 6-4, 6-7, 6-3. So that was definitely a close match, more than I expected. I kind of thought, to be honest, David Fokina would have won probably like 6-4, 6-3. It's like the same score as the sets he did win, but straight sets. Because I think John Millman, he hasn't really been doing like very well. He hasn't been performing very well, I would say. I haven't heard much about him. So I mean, he's been doing quite well in this tournament. That's a good score. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see Djokovic and David Fokina. I mean, I think that'll be another straight sets, but I think it'll give a good fight. Fokina against the world number 1. So I think that's being played tomorrow. That will definitely be in the live commentary tomorrow. Moving
on. So we got. Hold on. I'll just get the stats up for you guys. Moving on, we have Alexander Zverev playing the Colombian Gallon. Zverev absolutely cruised through 6-2, 6-2. A good victory. Nothing too difficult for Alexander Zverev yet, but yeah, he's got a good chance today. He had a good chance. Sorry, I don't know about today. Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. Hold on, let me think. Zverev got like a good opportunity to get quite far in this tournament, where he'll end up facing Djokovic. You never know. Djokovic against Zverev could be an interesting match. Do you think Zverev will get there in the first place, guys? Feel free to comment down below. Zverev, he has what it takes to beat Djokovic. If Djokovic wins that, then if he beats Zverev, I reckon Djokovic will win the whole tournament without any problems. That's my prediction. Zverev's a good hard court player. He got to the US Open finals where he lost to Dominic Thiem, where Dominic Thiem at the time was playing at a very high performance, and they went to 5 sets. So it was a spectacular performance there. So that's all I can say.
But I think you're forgetting your GOAT, Medvedev.
Yeah, but Medvedev, you know, he's in the bottom side. They're not going to meet till the finals, so you never know.
But yeah, but you said if Djokovic beats Zverev, he'll win the tournament.
Yeah, but Zverev and Medvedev are very similar. Anyways, Zverev will now be playing the Georgian tennis player Basilashvili,
who had a big upset today against the number 13 seed from Italy, Lorenzo Sonego. He won that 6-4. So 6-4, 3-6, 6-4. So that's a very good performance for him. I think he's beaten Sonego in the past, but I think that's very good for the Georgians. I don't know how many competitors there are in the event, so hopefully he can win his next round. After a win like that, it's definitely deserved. So yeah, I'd like to see him give a good battle in his next match, obviously against Zverev. Hopefully it can go to 3 sets. So I'd like that.
There you go.
Yeah, so we got some couple of comments.
I'm trying to see the chat, but I can't actually see it. So bear with me. I know I've got a few messages,
First.
so I've got first from Vara. By the way, thank you so much for joining us. Feel free to like this video, of course. The people that are actually talking on here are subscribed, so yeah. Matthew, this is the first time you're watching us. This is us using a webcam, so a massive thank you, by the way, to one of our subscribers. He is highlighted, and he is what's that meaning of the hammer thing again? The spanner. Well, either way, you're it means so much that you've supported us, of course, with this webcam. Can you tell a difference? Feel free to share in the comments. You probably can. I can for sure. So yeah, that's just Matthew, guys. Shout out to him, a massive one. He deserves it. And then hello to I'm not going to be able to say your name, but Anu Bahav. Thank you so much for yesterday as well. Hopefully you got more questions today about the Olympics. Anywho, we're back on to the... Anywho.
Right.
Who else have been playing today? We have Corona Buster, who just beat Marin Cilic. The score was 5-7, 6-4, 6-4 in a tough 3-set battle. Cilic, he's been playing much better. He won a recent ATP tour on the grass, but yeah, I'm not sure what to say.
Yesterday in our match, in our live Olympic updates, we predicted the score of that match, like who would win for today's matches, and I did say it'd be a 3-setter, because I mentioned, of course, they're not like in top form, both of them. But Cilic, yeah, as Alexis mentioned, he's won a 250s, climbing up those rankings slightly, getting a couple of good results, but against obviously seeded player number 6, Pablo Carreño Busta. He's definitely a tough opponent, especially when he represents Spain. He normally does quite well in like the Davis Cup. So actually, that's a good result, I'd say, from him.
Okay, so we got our first question of the day. Why do you think why you think games till final are best of 3 sets and final best of 5? Any logical reason? I think it's just to do with the period of time, because it was 5 sets. 5 sets could go up to, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours, and you have to bear in mind that most players, I think they are playing every single day, if not. Yeah, so the finals is the main. I don't know. What would you say?
I don't get the question.
He's basically saying, why is it short sets until the finals where it's 3 sets? If you don't understand...
Oh, for the Olympics, the finals is 3 sets?
Well, yeah, I think that's what he's saying.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's a fact. I mean, we didn't even know, so don't really have an answer to that. Sorry.
That's poor from you already.
Well, I mean, you can...
Okay, so moving on, though. We got the German Kuffer playing Purcell. Purcell made an upset in the first round. The Australian, he beat Felix Auger-Aliassime, but sadly he dropped out and lost to what's his name? Sorry, Kuffer. 6-3, 6-love, and Kuffer will now be playing against Corona Buster, the number 6 seed from Spain.
I think that's definitely a win for Pablo Carreño Busta. It's not really a big competition, I'd say, for him, but it'll be similar, like 6-4, 6-3, something like that, I'd say. But moving on in the draw, so the number 2 seeds, Medvedev.
No, you forgot. You forgot Fognini.
That was yesterday.
No, Fognini was today.
No, he played yesterday.
Okay, fine, whatever.
Nagao played Daniel Medvedev. He won that 6-2, 6-1, and he'll now face to play Fognini.
Medvedev won, by the way, not Nagao, because you said Nagao.
No, I didn't.
You said Nagao played Medvedev and he won 6-2, 6-1.
Medvedev won, I said that.
You just said it. We're going to look back, and I promise you, that's exactly what you said. But yeah, one opportunity for the Indian Nagao. He's the first player, as we mentioned, in a couple of days ago, that he got to the second round for India for the first time since 19 something, can't remember exactly.
And that guy that actually did for India, he went on to get a bronze medal. One of the only Indians to do that. So
yeah, it's a great performance,
yeah.
and one opportunity to play the number 2 in the world, Daniil Medvedev. Nagao is not that highly ranked, so he will see the level of play for how Medvedev plays. And yeah, another question. What's your take on the infamous blue clay of Madrid 2012? Okay, in all fairness, I don't have much to say for the blue clay. From what I've heard, it was very quick. It wasn't the same as in... it wasn't the same. It was much faster than red clay. And it's very slippery apparently because there's not enough clay or something. That's what I've heard. So, would you... I'd love to see different coloured courts. I think that's quite cool.
Like in our club?
Yeah, but...
Grey clay, kind of. I think there's only one or two tournaments that do that. I think there's one that Kyrgios always does well in. In America, I know something about that. But that's about it, to be honest. I know there used to be like a Futures at our club that was played on grey clay. So that's definitely different. Obviously, Saleh mentioned yesterday, Monfils played there on those courts. So yeah, that was very cool. And I think also Tony Nadal played on it. So yeah, some good past about our club.
Okay, so Medvedev will now be facing the Italian Fognini. Both seeded players against each other. So it's a tough match. Medvedev so far, apart from Nagao, has had quite a tough draw. He had Bublik first round, who's not an easy character to play against. And now he's got Fognini, where Fognini, he can have a very good day. He can be unbeatable almost, especially if you remember Monte Carlo where he beat Rafa Nadal. So yeah, wow, my voice.
Yeah, that was a very big tournament for him. I don't even think he expected that. But I kind of see him as a clay player, being honest. He definitely performs well in that. So yeah, it'll be a good match. And now we're going to move on to the women's singles.
So the women's singles, we have the Spaniard
who beat Ashley Barty.
She is now through to the third round, who beat French tennis player Ferrou.
Ferrou, yeah.
6-1, 6-4. And then we have Benecic,
number 9 seed, defeating the home favourite Doi, I think that's her name. 6-2, 6-4. So she's going to be facing Krejcikova, who beats the young Fernandez from Canada. I think she's about 19 years of age. She's definitely going to be young. When she grows older, she's going to be a top player. So that was 6-2, 6-4. Big upset actually here. There's two nearly in a row. Vekic beating the number 3 seed Sabalenka, which was a very big shock.
It's Sabalenka, not whatever you say.
Sabalenka.
Alright, Sabalenka.
So that was 6-4, 3-6, 7-6. So she took it in a set tiebreak. That was definitely unexpected. You mentioned yesterday that I'd like to see her get quite far in this tournament. But no, it was an early exit like Ashley Barty did, yeah. And also an early exit was Petra Kvitova, the number 10 seed, who did quite well in Wimbledon. She lost to the Belgium Alison van Jank.
Oh, you're on about Kvitova now. Okay, yeah, sorry, my bad.
So that was 7-5, 3-6, 6-love. My mum was very happy about that. She's Belgian, so that's a very good win for Belgium. Obviously, she's still the only one in because Elise Mertens lost. We mentioned that yesterday.
Can I just say something? Every single time Oliver says, I'm going to take a shot. I'll just get some water. I'm going to get water. I'm not going to get it now, obviously, but like, you keep saying every single second. It's driving me nuts. Anyway, carrying about Elise Mertens. Sorry.
No need for that. So, yes, so she's carrying the Belgian flag, hoping to stay in this tournament where she'll be facing Muguruza. I mean, to be honest, I think she still has a chance in that. Muguruza has been doing quite well this tournament. She had a good match the first match, this one, she had a bit of an easier one against Wang, where she won 6-3, 6-love. But I mean, it's still a good performance to win by that score, completely thrashing her. And Wang's not like the worst player. She's quite a good player as well, so it's a good performance.
Now we've got Pliskova. Pliskova just played against the Spaniard, Suarez Navarro, who's trying to make a comeback into
Finished.
the WTA Tour. She's now finished, from what I've just heard.
Retired.
It was a great match, don't get me wrong. Very, very close. Pliskova, however, took it in an epic 3 sets. 6-3, 6-7, and the tiebreak was 7-love to Suarez Navarro. And then the third set, Pliskova took charge and she won 6-1. So the Czech advances through, and she is now playing the Italian Giorgi, who just beat the Russian of committee Vezina, and it was 6-3, 6-1. So the Italian versus Czech, who's going to win that? It'll be a fun match for sure. Giorgi, she has a big serve from what I remember, if that's correct, and Pliskova as well. Pliskova hits very flat, so they both have similar games. Who knows what could happen?
And yeah, Suarez Navarro, should definitely be remembered for a one-handed backhand. Back in 2012, I think she reached the top 10 in the world, so she's had a great career. It's sad to see her go, but obviously coming back after like having cancer is just unbelievable. Playing Roland Garros and then Wimbledon and then the Olympics. I mean, that's a very good way to end the career. But obviously, you don't want to, but it has to happen at some point.
Okay, so we've got a question. Do you think the schedule of the Sunshine doubles be made before the US Open and keep clay court masters only before Roland Garros?
That's some question.
Yeah, hold on. Do you think the schedule of the Sunshine double...
So, Miami and the other one, yeah. Do you maybe before?
He's trying to understand the question. Sorry, it's quite tough to understand. Pranad, by the way, whilst already thinks, hey bro, it's great to see you on our live stream. We're trying to do this every single day, so we got this for 16 days by the sound of this tournament / Olympics in general.
Oh, I had a look actually. It ends on the 8th of August.
So the Olympics end on the 8th of August.
Not the whole Olympics, just a tennis event.
Okay, just a tennis event. In the meantime, we'll just go through the medal list. In first place is Japan, the host, and they've got 8 gold medals, 2 silver, 3 bronze. United States are second, China are third, fourth are Russia, and fifth is Great Britain.
But actually, America have more medals overall than Japan, but Japan have more gold, that's why they're in first place. And China have more than USA as well. So they're very close in medals. I think China are doing better, I would say, but not in gold. They got 7 bronze, 6 gold, and 5 silver already. Great Britain a bit behind. They have 1 silver, so that was in judo, the women's. They've got 3 silver and 3 golds. One of them being Tom Daley and Matt Lee in the diving event. So that's the first time Tom Daley's got a gold. I think in the 2016 he got silver, so that's a very good effort.
Wait, Pranav, it's 1 AM in the morning for you, and you're listening to us. That's crazy. I was not expecting that. Chinese players getting dope tested, by the way, so their positions might shift. Oh, really? So they think that they're doping, basically. That's not very good. Hope not. I hope that's not the case, because China's done incredibly well. Pretty good, mate. Studying as usual. Ah, man, studies better fun for you. Isn't it some holidays for you, though? Or is it just... Either way.
Right.
We're back on the scoreboard. Sorry. We're back to the question of Anu...
So I think for the second one, I definitely think they should keep the clay courts before Roland Garros, because even if it's not the same venues, not the same like conditions, I think that's a very good preparation. Because if they go, for example, from grass to clay, I mean, it would be like who's the best adaptation. But I'd say like keeping them getting used to the courts, like the clay, I think they should just keep it the way it is. Yeah.
There you go. Well, I meant the Indian Wells and Miami Masters can be scheduled before US Open. Oh yeah, I think so as well. I think it's good to warm up on the hard surface before the Grand Slam, because the Grand Slam's the main event. You don't want to be playing.
That's what I just said about Roland Garros.
Oh well, okay.
Or the clay.
To be honest, I'm really tired, so I'm struggling to listen to it.
You've got no reason to be tired. I did a tournament today.
Yeah, but it's tiring watching you. Okay, so Maria Sakkari. Sorry, it's true, but I'd rather play than watch. Maria Sakkari, 6-1, 6-2 today against the Serbian Stojanovic. Very comfortable win there for Sakkari, and she'll now be playing Elina Svitolina, who had a tough match in the second round. Has played Tomljanovic, who just got to the semi-finals of the Wimbledon, and Svitolina Monfils, in fact, won 4-6, 6-3, 6-4 to advance to the third round, and now they're both playing. That's a great match to watch, by the way. Svitolina and Sakkari. I would love to commentate that, but you know, it's 3 AM. I'm not that keen. Now the big upset as well. We have Iga Swiatek, the Polish
number 6 seed.
A very tough opponent to play against. She just got beaten by the Spaniard Badoza 6-3, 7-6, and advances to the third round to play the Argentine Podoroska, who won 6-1, 6-3 against the Russian.
But I think that's also a very big upset, because I would say hardcourt is one of her most favourite surfaces. I'd say she had some good results there. Obviously not Roland Garros on the clay, but she was doing very well there as well. So yeah, that's a very big upset. Probably similar to Alison Van Uytvank's win as well against Kvitova.
And then the last 2 matches we have is Vondrousova, the Czech Republic, beating the Romanian, I can't say your name, Buzărescu, 6-1, 6-2, and she is now playing Naomi Osaka, who just beat the Swiss player Golubic, and 6-3, 6-2. So that's all the matches that have been done for women's. It's gonna be exciting.
Okay, so now we're gonna move on to a couple of the doubles. So I picked out some like close matches or some upsets. I don't think there were many. So we're gonna move on to that now. So the first one is Lorenzo Musetti and who did he play with him? Oh yeah, he played with Sonego. So they just lost 5-7, 7-6, 10-7 to Mektic Pavic, the number 1 seed from Croatia. So they're out now, unfortunately, the Italians. So we've also have Jamie Murray and Skupski. They lost to the home crowd, McLachlan and Nishikori. So that's it's been a very good tournament, I'd say, from Nishikori. He obviously demolished Rublev, which I would say is an upset, and now he's in the quarters of the doubles. So obviously there's less, so there's no like third round. So yeah, it's a very good shot of getting a medal, I'd say, in one of the events. If he's playing this well, he can keep it up.
Then we got the Colombian, one of the best players in the world for doubles, Cable and Farah, who won 6-4, 6-1 against the Austrian Maricic and Oswald. Then we have, sadly, the Netherlands, Kulov and Roger, who are the 8th seed. They had to withdraw. I'm not entirely sure for the reason. It's very sad to see. Kulov is a very good Netherlands player, had lots of victories. They won the ATP finals, I think, if I'm correct to say that.
Farrell and Cabell won the ATP finals, I know that. So, yeah, I think they could go quite far. They should win against... I mean, Venus is good in doubles, but Daniel, I'm not familiar.
So, there you go. So that's the latest doubles matches that have been played. Now we've got to the women's.
There's a couple of, like, not really upsets, but some good matches in the women's. So we'll be going through that. So we have the number
one seeds.
Number 1 seeds.
They
Yeah.
haven't played yet. So
Krejcikova and Sinakova. So they won Roland Garros doubles together. When Krejcikova obviously won the singles, a very good tournament for her. So what are you doing, Alexis? Oh, the stats, of course. So they've got to play Badosa and Sorobes Tormo. So if Badosa wins against number 1 seed in doubles, then that's going to be nearly as good as Nishikori's for a tournament. So she had a big upset against Iga Swiatek. That was. So they face. So the winner of that will face the Australian Ashley Barty and Sanders. They beat Xu and Yang 6-4, 6-4. So bit of an easy match, but I'd say Barty's quite good in doubles. So that's a problem with me.
But
I could mock you a lot as well.
Okay, do it then. All right, so then
But Kiki Burton's and Skurs.
They
That's
lost.
a very common name, Dutch.
The number
Demi
3
Skurs,
seeds.
that's it. Yeah, number 3 seeds from Netherlands. They lost. So the score was 7-6, 5-7, 11-9. So they lost to.
Oh no, they won. They won.
Oh no,
Kiki
they won.
Bertens
Sorry,
won.
yeah. They won against the French Garcia and Mladenovic, who they play a lot together. They play obviously the Fed Cup. They won it for France in the doubles.
I have to interrupt. Sorry, they actually lost. Only they accidentally pressed the first round again.
Oh, yeah,
that was the second round. Kiki Bertens did lose in 3 sets.
So that
2-6,
was
6-3, 7-10.
They had to play the Russian Kudermetova and Vesnina. That's just looking at the comments. So we have a new one saying, which one's first?
Do you speak about?
No, there's way more.
Yeah, but they're having a conversation.
That's fine. We can.
Okay, if you want to.
Right. So there's a comment saying, do you speak about Sonigo?
Yeah, we mentioned about Sonigo.
Yeah,
Sonigo.
the good doubles match with Musetti, the youngster. Very nice one-handed backhand. I think he will definitely crack into like top 15, top 10 in the next few years. I'd also say he's like the next gen. I think the next gen is like Rublev. They're still very young, like 23,
Sonigo.
24. What?
Sonigo, you're on about?
No. I went on to about his doubles partner, Musetti.
Oh, okay, fine.
Wakey wakey.
Alright, and now back to the women's doubles. We're nearly done, guys. We have the second pair from Australia, Perez and Storas, who beat the Romanians 7-6, 7-5, and they advanced to the third round.
So,
and they'll be playing the winner, let me finish, of Switzerland, Benecic and Golovic, and Muguruza and Suarez Navarro. So that'll be a tough doubles match there. It could go either way, potentially. So not much to talk about, not the latest updates. But yeah, that's all I can say.
I'd also say it's very good that obviously when there's 2 teams for the doubles in each country, it's very good that they're not in like the same draw. I mean, obviously Murray and Joe Salisbury and Skupski and Murray, they could have both got in the same draw. They didn't, so that's very good. Otherwise, it'd be tough for the British because one would always be out. So I'd say if there's any like comments, because that's what I
Varane.
mention.
He was speaking about the match Sonigo versus Bashfully. I need to watch highlights. I don't know. I should probably watch highlights first before commenting. But Sonigo, by the looks of it, he's been struggling. He had a first tough match where he faced. Who did he face again?
Sonigo.
Yeah.
He faced.
Not Basilashvili, just.
I don't remember who he faced again. Sonigo.
So Sonigo had a tough match where he won in 3 sets as well in a tiebreak. It was very tough, from what I remember.
Sonigo.
Maybe he was struggling.
Taro Daniel from Japan.
He was struggling to adapt to the courts. Maybe the courts are very fast conditions. It's perfect for Basilashvili, As you may know, he won Qatar Open.
Yeah, that's true. He
beat Federer and everything, so it was very interesting to see, and it's well suited actually for Basilashvili. He really attacks it, and yeah.
Right, so tomorrow we're going to be talking... no, not tomorrow. Today we're going to be talking about the schedule for tomorrow. So the first match on is a very good match, I'd say. A doubles match. So it's Joe Salisbury and Andy Murray in the men's doubles second round. They take on Putz and Krawitz from Germany, who play a lot together. I think they even participated in the E20 finals. So they're a very good doubles pair. They play a lot. They definitely know each other very well as a pair. So that would be an interesting match. Could go anyway. So the second court on is the women's third round. That is Vondrousova versus Naomi Osaka.
That'll be on centre court, by the way, guys. So if you are watching from 3 AM, make sure to tune into that match. Osaka's a great player, and she has potential to win. But the most exciting round we're looking for is Tayo Fu versus Stefanos Tsitsipas. That I would love to do. It's sadly tomorrow at 3 AM. That will go either way. Tayo Fu just beat Tsitsipas in Wimbledon. Maybe Tayo Fu will have that extra confidence and knowing how to beat Stefanos Tsitsipas. It could cause a massive upset as well. There's another doubles match. Jeremy Chardy, Gael Monfils. He'll be facing the Germans Struff and Alexander Zverev. That would be another interesting match too. They're all single players, so I don't know. It would be interesting to see how they play.
Struff and Chardy, though, they probably play like the most doubles, because Zverev and Monfils just about they're still like very into the single. Sorry, they're still trying to like do well, and they don't want to be too tired if they obviously do singles and doubles all the time. So,
do you guys think centre court play different from the outside court in Grand Slams?
For Roland Garros, for Nadal, yes.
I think, yeah. So because centre court, obviously, there's arena, or the crowd is a lot. Loads of people want to be on centre court to watch the big players, and there's more fans there watching compared to the outside courts. It's more just individual work. You have to be. I don't know.
I'd say for Roland Garros, because Rafael Nadal, he always plays on Philippe Chatrier. Yeah, he's got a big advantage there, because obviously he always plays on it. He's used to the court, and actually, there's more distance at the back of the court. So obviously, he stand very far back, generate the spin on his forehands. So I think I saw a video about it. That's a big advantage for him. So in that sense, I'd say yes. And also, I think that more like a bit lower ranked players, like 20th or 30th in the world, should play more on the big courts. Obviously, centre court has got more capacity, the crowd, so that's why they put like bigger matches on. Also, because like more people would like to watch it, so that is understandable. But I think sometimes instead of it always being like Federer and Nadal, so put like a random guy like Shapovalov, for example. He would only go in it if he played like Murray, for example, at Wimbledon, because obviously Murray, he's English, he's got like the home crowd, so that would be why. So now I think we are going to do our predictions for the coming matches. So let's get on to that, shall we, Alexis? I think Alexis is dead.
Yeah, okay, so predictions. Novak Djokovic. I definitely think... We already mentioned this, though. Djokovic... We said Djokovic will beat Davidovich.
All these. So we've got Ivashka versus Kukushkin. They're both not the highest ranked players, I'd say. It's kind of an equal match, I'd say. But I think Ivashka from Belarus will beat the Kazakhstan Kukushkin, because I think he's playing better and Kukushkin's not like at his best. So we also have the Japanese Nishikori. I think he'll be playing 2 matches tomorrow. He's playing from USA Marcus Giron. Oh no, not Marcus. Whatever his name is.
Yeah, it's Giron. Nishikori should win that. I reckon he's on good form. He's at hometown. I don't know, he looks positive and he's playing well. He beat Rublev on his hard court, which is very tough, especially against a guy like Rublev. I understand if it was Astro or grass, but yeah.
He always
Nishikori
seems to do quite well in the Olympics. Like, obviously, beating Nadal at any tournament on any surface is very good. Obviously, he came
Nadal.
third. He beat Nadal.
Nishikori.
Yeah.
Rarely.
Well, in the Olympics he did. I'm talking about the Olympics.
Okay, well, we also have... Sorry.
Going down in the draw.
We have Jeremy
Karatsev.
Shardy versus Karatsev. It'll depend on Karatsev, of course, on his form. He's on and off form right now.
I mean,
Jeremy Shardy is a tough opponent. He's got a big serve. He tries to go for it a lot. So if Karatsev just remains consistent, I think Karatsev could win that. The number 11 seed from Russia.
I'd say the same. It depends on Shardy as well, because Shardy sometimes you're like, wow, he's playing very well. How is he like doing this well against such a high-ranked player? Like we watched this match on TV against Tsitsipas in the Roland Garros. Well, I think he lost 4 sets if I remember, but he lost in like a tiebreak, and he's playing very well. So yeah, he's a very tough cookie to play. But Karatsev, I don't know, he might not win that, to be honest. It's not like an easy win, I'd say.
And then we got the GB Liam Brody versus Hurkacz. Hurkacz should win that very comfortably, followed by Schwartzman and Makak from Czech. Schwartzman probably the more
favourite.
The favourite to win that match for sure. And then we have Khachanov, the Russian, versus Duckworth.
I mean, Duckworth, he's I don't remember who he played, but I think he had a good win to get to the second round. He won in 3 sets. But Khachanov, he's playing well. Yeah, he did quite well in Wimbledon. He's looking good. He's looking strong. He's playing singles and doubles, so he's definitely used to the courts. And I think that could be a 3-setter or a tight 2 sets.
And then we got Ugo Humbert versus Kekmanovic. Ugo Humbert should win that. Kekmanovic,
I haven't heard much of him this season this
yeah,
year.
Are you kidding? Wimbledon, he had to play against...
Who?
He had to play against Kyrgios. Humbert.
No, Kekmanovic.
Oh, he got to the finals of an ATP tour on the clay, where he lost to Casper Ruud. In the finals.
No, that was Filip Krajinovic.
Oh, okay, my bad. So that match will be interesting. I reckon the French will win that. And then we lastly got Typhoon Tsitsipas, and again, I think that's it really. So that's our predictions for the second round, the last day of second round. I think we're going to end quite early today, aren't we?
Oh, we can keep going with the women's if you want. Why not? I'll see if there's any comments. You're really lazy.
I'm tired. It's tiring. Asked this not for crowd. That's a huge factor. I asked because players slipped a lot on centre court Wimbledon this year. Yeah, I mean, Wimbledon this year was just very slippery in general. The weather conditions were pretty poor. You may have not heard much because you didn't actually see... Well, I don't know. You may have not heard much about it, but...
But I heard a bit about... It was to do with the rain, but... centre court, court 1... They've now got roofs for...
We know that.
They've now got roofs, so... I don't think it's to do with the rain. I don't know, I think it's to do with the...
humidity.
The grass as well. Maybe not the right length or... yeah, it was very slippery this year. It's not like usual. But, yeah, so we're now going to go through some of the second round matches. Yes, the third round matches, sorry, because they've all been done for the women's. So we have the number 13 seed, Pavlyuchenkova, against the Spanish, who's had 2 very good wins. I think she'll win it, and also I'd like the Spanish to win it, because she's had some great upsets, and actually she could go to quite far to the finals nearly. I was just looking at her draw. She'll have the winner of Bencic and Krejcikova.
That's not easy.
Well, she's on good form. She's had some good wins, I'd say.
Yeah, but the whatever name is, she won Roland Garros and then Bencic.
It's a complete different service, and it's a complete different venue. country, the weather, the crowd, the Olympics, complete different atmosphere. So and she adapting well, having that Spanish flag next to her name representing Spain has been a good thing for her, I'd say. So, and Benecic and Krejcikova, I don't know, I think the Czech will take that in 3 sets. She's higher, and then her against the Spanish, well, I hope so. That'll be quite an exciting match. So moving on, there's Vekic from Croatia, who had an upset today, is playing the Kazakhstan Elena Rybakina, the
Also
number
the
15 seed. Yeah. Come on, Alexis, stop switching.
Hi guys, sorry, just logged on. Any big upsets today? Ollie just saw on your Instagram that you won 16's tournament. Well done. There you go.
Thank you very much, Junior Tennis Stars.
So that's the main.
Just Alexis.
What? We're nearly done.
We're not. Right. So
There's not many major upsets. There's obviously the few. Sabalenka lost.
Alexis,
What?
you're being really lazy.
I'm just answering a good question.
There was no question about the upsets.
Fine.
Right. So moving on in the draw, you can fall asleep. We have the Belgium Alison Van Uytvanck, who has just won a very big match against Kvitova, who is quite highly seeded, been doing very well this season. Whereas Alison, she's a good player, obviously, but she's about, like, I'd say 250 levels, not normally performing this well. So I think she'll give it a good shot, as I mentioned earlier, against Muguruza. Then we have Pliskova. She takes on Georgie, as we've already mentioned that. And I think we've mentioned the rest of the women's singles. So now we talk about a couple of the doubles, like just the exciting ones. So obviously Shadi and Monfils, Struff and Zverev. I think Struff and Zverev have played a bit more together than Shadi and Monfils. So, but yeah, Monfils in doubles with Shadi, that's a very exciting pair. I'd definitely love to have watched that. They had a good win against Bublik in the first round. Bublik obviously getting to the final somehow in Roland Garros for doubles, although he doesn't normally play. So that's a very good win. So we've got also Ram and TFO, who did very well in the first round. They beat the Russian Olympic Committee, Hakanov and Rublev, who are the 6th seeds. So they won that 6-7, 7-6, 12-10. That would have been a very good match to watch, all those tie breaks. So they now face Cilic and Dodzic, who they play a lot together. The Davis Cup. They probably played with each other before in the Olympics. So they won against Nishioka and Taro Daniel, the home crowd. So that, I think, Ram and TFO will take it. It looks like they're doing well together. So then they'll face the winner of Murray and Salisbury and Krawitz and Putz. See, I mentioned about that. Quite an exciting match that is. So yeah, I think there's some good matches to play tomorrow. Jean-Michel, you look tired, Alexis, and you keep on disappearing from the screen. Yeah, he keeps lying down right now.
No, I'm not lying
on the
down.
phone.
I'm not lying
So,
down. I'm trying to get some engagement.
That's not the best.
He's very tired.
He is very tired. Poor little thing. Right, so we are going to move on to the women's doubles, finally of the draws. So, we have, who do we have? We have Pigossi and Stephanie from Brazil. No clue where they are, but they've got a tough match. That's what I do know, against Pliskova and Vondrousova. Vondrousova, she was very good in 2012. Had quite a high ranking, but she plays a lot more doubles now, I'd say. So she and Pliskova, I think, will advance, and they got quite a good match against either Bethany Mathick-Sanders, and her partner. So they are I keep messing with the draw. So Bethany Natic Sanders, she's playing with Pegula. Not very familiar with her. So they have to play Cornet and Ferro. So the second pair and the only French pair now left in the draw. Alice Cornet, she hasn't been doing very well anymore. She used to be like top 15, I think, back in the day. I remember watching her, me and Alexis, when we did a 10 Pro in Moratiglu Tennis Academy. We saw her training, so that was very cool. I think we recorded a minute or two of her. So that match will obviously play Pliskova and Vodrusa, or the Brazilian team. And then we are still awaiting the winner, obviously, of the Australian Perez and Stoza, who had to play either Bencic or Gulubic or Muguruza and Suarez Navarro. I think the Spanish team will take that. Looking very strong together. The first match, they had a quite good win. So that's the women's women's doubles draw. I think we've just got a comment. Am I right? Yes, Andemaya. Really like your summary. You guys are doing a good job. Glad it's not me trying to pronounce all those names.
Ha! That's a great job. Anyways, guys,
Yeah.
that's for today's stream. Not much to update you with.
If there's any comments or questions, let us know. We may just wait a bit for that.